We back. I'm going bare bones with it though. No more overlays. No more multi-streaming. YouTube is just me and you. Nothing to crapped out on me yet, so that's always good. Going back to basics with this one. We hopping in here live, lap 4 of this random GT7 open lobby. Let's show the community some love. I know things have been a little bit crazy while I've been gone, as we have Nima running away with things in P1, Rahias Racing and Naya Mickey fighting for those final podium positions, but the real battle's happening back here in P4 and P5 with the Germans, Sebastian and Weasel, fighting it out, both having half-second penalties, so Marcus will definitely be enjoying that as they approach the line, and Marcus making a move up the inside. He's getting a bit greedy. Weasel trying to cut him off, fighting for every inch. As Sebastian still holding on to that P4. I don't know when the half-second penalty is going to be served, if ever. I think we might be dealing with a mad dash to the line here. And hopping on board here with Weasel, or with Sebastian. Looks like Weasel trying to make that move around the outside, but Sebastian keeping that AMG trunk tight. Marcus having a bit of a mare as he crosses the line, but he makes it happen. And there we go, 6, 7, and 8. P8 trying to make a little bit of a run. P9 and P10 Evil being good there. Letting our man go through smoothly. And there's Nemo winning in those positions. I wonder if they'll be resetting at all. Let's see here. I just want to watch. Gentlemen, this is GT Portugal. Okay, it was GT Portugal is what I was missing. My bad. No disrespect, man. Looks like the PSG World Series is going on right now. I'm not going to join that lobby because they may have big things going on. But shout out to them. Definitely hop into that live stream if you get a chance. See who's going to take home that GT PSG WS championship. That's not a good one. That's not a banker. Hold on. Let's just leave. Show full rooms only. Let's see what's happening at Sunday Fun Day. No, Drex, I didn't hardwire it. I actually don't have the Ethernet long enough yet. So what I did was I just gave everything a hard reset. This laptop actually doesn't even have an Ethernet port on it, which is crazy. But I'm going to be remembering that when I get my PC. But yeah, I just tried the hard resetter on it, and then I took off all of the browser sources and stuff and tried to make this thing bare bones. I'm just seeing if that helps out with the load at all. We'll see. I did want to practice today. It might be one of those that fold open and retain a slim profile. Oh, you are right about that. I didn't even know they had those that like folded open like that. That's interesting. We're going Manja Chicane. I want to go at Sophie. I want to go at night. Oh, I need to pick another race whatever. We'll go. We'll go. This is what it looks like for me on controller, everybody. It's a little livery I've been working on. So I picked Monza specifically because I'll be commentating the final round of the Audi Sport RE channel because it's game. Thankfully, I can pause that here. Let me fix that now. The game is louder. I guess I do need to turn the game down. Test, test. Okay, let's see how's the game sound now. How's that, Drax? I don't know why the audio settings are changed. That's usually not the case. But it did sound a bit louder. I just turned it down. Hopefully this sounds a little bit more. But I'm also very far away from my microphone too. Let's see if that helps at all. Let me actually set up this so I can see the chat easier. There we go. Okay. Let me just start this over. This is a mess. Like a dead even with you. Okay, now it's dead even with me. Samo! Like dropped for the legend. You like your own stream? I know there ain't no way you talking about me, Samo. Not after what you and Sebastian being there doing, man, on these tracks. That's legendary. I'm just out here playing around. If you can make me louder or drop the game a bit. I can make me a bit louder as well. I did just drop the game. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, bet, perfect. I'm gonna keep the settings right here then. Samo, you missed it. Me and me and Jax, I had to call him IT support. He got me put together beautifully. Having a bit of technical difficulties on the stream, but hopefully this is a little bit better. Samo, we always see Sebastian driving, man. I don't know if I've just been missing it, but you been in the rig these days? You staying dangerous? We try to put the kids to sleep soon. Haha, nice. They need their 8 hours. They're the future. Get them their rest. They spend enough energy during the day, all day. I'm sure running around. As I make a move up the inside on the BMW. It doesn't look like the Audi's going to have the legs. Thank you, Samuel. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get back into it, man. Trying to get back into it a little bit. Trying to keep things fun. Keep things casual, of course. But I love being able to hop on here and talk to the people every once in a while. I do like this early Saturday slot. During the week is a little touch and go. But it's the weekend. It's all about gaming, right? As I send the dive bomb from the 41st century. This ain't no daily race. So y'all gonna see some dirty driving. It's me versus the machine here. I gotta stay focused. I keep driving off the track. I'm also very slow on controller. It feels extremely foreign to me, which I would never thought I would say. That I don't like playing a video game on a controller, but after my time on the rig, here we are. I haven't dared to touch a daily race yet, because I don't want to hit somebody on accident and end up on a YouTube compilation. So I've been settling into the booth. I need to check my stats to see if I am dropping any streams. If it looks ugly to y'all, let me know. I tried to turn up the output to 60 frames a second, but we'll see if my computer can handle it. This Audi again, really struggling on the top end, even with slipstream assistance. I'm not able to catch this pack up front like I want to. I'm gonna bump the Lexus up a little bit here. Annie, like smash, thank you, my friend. Nice to see you. Annie coming through, feeding the algorithm for me. I appreciate it. I'm back on GT a little bit. Me and GT had a complicated relationship these last couple of months, you know. But I'm back trying to get dangerous on controller here. And also back wanting to talk to you all. I've missed this. Alright, let's see if I can catch first place here. I think I can. But there also may just not be enough time. I'm on the fastest lap right now. The Supra is not happy with that move, but around the outside, I hit him with it. Cutting a lot of the apex there. And now I'm behind the Lexus again. I think I can get in the slipstream of the Mitsubishi. And I did it. I'm late braking here. Needing a really good exit to the line. I'm gonna stay inside here. But I don't think I have enough. The Subaru looks to have this thing ready. Can I get P2? Going for a cheeky little move there. Not ready to get it done. But I'll take a P3. That's solid. I think I'm just going to run this one again. I do want to make this a custom race this time. Again, I'm doing this track, car combination, because this is the track I will be commentating on tonight over at GT Champions. So I want to get a feel for what the racers out there are going to be feeling. I'm not doing an hour endurance race. That's what that is. But I think I'm going to keep these up to these little five lappers. I do like that. I do like that length. Let me check my stream stats real quick. Y'all let me know if I'm dropping a lot of frames. I'm pushing my CPU a little bit here. I got to push to 60 frames. I should probably up my bitrate again too. I think I had it at like 5 earlier. 5500 apply. Okay. 60 FPS bitrate. What's a good bitrate for 60 FPS? 4500 to 9000. All right. So I fixed my bit rate, hopefully, because I saw a little bit of lag happening. Hopefully that makes things a little bit better. And here we go. Right back to it. 5 lapper here. Now we got the 1 mate going. This is more so what the track's going to be looking like this evening. Looking for just after the 150 board. Taking things nice and slow through here. Definitely look around the outside. That Evo's not going to be happy about that move from the computer, but that's AI on AI crime. So don't blame me for that. And somehow, this Audi's just, the P19 is just faster than me. But I'm a little bit more brave on the brakes. I'll take it. With this only being 5 laps, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do to get through the field. The hardest thing about switching back to a controller is the braking 100%. Not 100% braking, but like the skill of braking. It's a lot different when you get to use your whole leg versus you're trying to use a finger on the left trigger rather than a brake pedal, right? My trail braking is absolutely cooked. I don't feel fast through corners. I don't know how folks do this on controller. Well, I guess I do know how. The same way you get to Broadway, right? Practice, practice, practice. And I ain't practiced enough to get to Broadway. I didn't practice enough to, you know, hop on a random live stream like this randomly. Look at this. The braking is just a mess. Look at that. That's just disgusting. That's disgusting. But I'm up 4 positions up to this point in P16. Lap number 2 kicking off. Still a lot of work to be done. Seeing if I want to make this move into T1. I thought better of it, but oh no, this isn't going to end well. Oh, that is a death. Oh wow. How do I go reverse? Going reverse on controllers is something else that's pretty tough to do. And all of that work is gone. Dirty tires, didn't respect them. House of Stream stats looking on this end is looking great. Oh, good. Thank God. The stream stats have also been looking pretty good. I haven't seen too much in terms of dropped frames. Here, I'm gonna restart this race after that. That's disgusting. Actually, I lied. I do have more skipped frames due to encoding lag, though. Skip frames due to encoding lag is at 3.2% currently. It's highlighted yellow, which is a first. Again, I'm trying this 60 frames per second thing, so if it's looking great on y'all's end, I'm happy. I think this will be good. I'm gonna try not to touch anything for the next 20 or so minutes here, so I can get a true baseline of what's going on. As again, I turn into a complete weapon. I've been thinking about this video idea, but I think I should just talk about it live while I'm driving. I feel like that'd be interesting. And it's really been based around what does it mean to be good. Well, let me record this on OBS. If it's encoding lag, there could be a small bit of tweaking, but it could just be some hiccups to smooth out themselves because tech, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go, like I said, after this race, I'm gonna go one more round of trying to tune it. I'm gonna look back at what you said about the encoder lag with that being, I forgot if it's a software or hardware issue, but we'll see. But yeah, being good at a video game, what does that mean? I feel like that's changed so much over time. Like when I was coming up in the Xbox 360 era, my definition of being good at a video game really came down to 3 things. Of course, it depends on the game you play. But for me, it was your record in 2K quick matches. 2K, when was this? This is like 2K12, 2K9 to 2K12 era, right? Your record there. Did you have golden guns on Call of Duty? Golden guns and 10th prestige. Both of those were big, you know, litmus tests. You of course gonna have too many days played on Call of Duty or you got called a no life. I have Intel, so I may be able to use their software, the Quick Sync Video QVS. Okay, that'll be my first tweak. QVS. All of those different acronyms, man. They get to me. But yeah, the gold gun thing in Call of Duty. Let's see, Halo 3 for me was another big one, so you needed the Hayabusa armor. Also game battles was a big one. I don't know if y'all remember game battles, having to send the screenshots of, you know, your game outcomes to make sure nobody wasn't cheating and saying they won when they lost. I used to play a lot of game battles on 2K. We even had team tryouts. I remember doing team tryouts on Modern Warfare 2, and you just go 1v1 rush with the team captain. And if they cleaned you up, you weren't making the team, right? I never ended up making the team. People used to just headshot me and stuff all the time. But that's what it used to be, you know, being good at a video game. And now, fast forward into today, what that looks like for me, again, and I say what it looks like for me, not my definition, but just what I'm seeing mostly from what I play. On Gran Turismo, it's all about that A+ rating. There's a lot of series on, you know, how to get A+. The A+S if you want to be a real gentleman about it. As I go from the NRL dive bomb from Heckers, try not to kill nobody in Monza chicane ever again. What a dark day that was for sim racing. Everyone is better quality. One for hardware, but uses GPU, but you don't have one. It's built into your CPU, hence the ARC. Ah, I got you. On the website it says you can ray trace, that's AV1 and other features. Okay, so I should switch back to, oh no, I'm on AV1 right now, aren't I? So AV1 should be good. Oh, wait, no. Drax, you're gonna see fast. My computer brain is all messed up. I see what you're saying. I don't have a GPU technically. So my GPU is my CPU, which is why the ARC is the one to go with. I hope I explained that right. For somebody that works in tech, man, going into the deep level of these computers is just a completely different world. But yeah, GT7 is the A+S. Test like you are now, see if it provides best results. That's really the best way, right? Do like 30 to 60 minute runs. Okay, so now I'm at the place where I can just do actual runs. Again, I'm not getting that disconnect issue, which was the big one. So now I can optimize things, so perfect. Drax again, man, I really appreciate you coaching me up, man. I'm just some random dude. Man. You give me all the tips of the trade, man. Extremely appreciative, brother. Everyone noted to be rock solid, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We rock solid. So let's see. What was I talking about? Today, Gran Turismo 7, the A+S being the coveted, you know, rating to have. And Marvel Rivals is either, I would say, being in platinum or above. That's what I do. I love to spread knowledge where I can. And we love you for it, Drax. You the man. But yeah, Marvel Rivals, it's having the Lord. You see the Lord. It's having the Lord individual, and then again, it's being in that like plat above, I would say. Let's see, that's Gran Turismo 7, Marvel Rivals. What else? Apex Legends. Honestly, I feel like you really don't get no respect in Apex Legends unless you win Predator at this point. How way that community is. Even though there's only 500 Predators. That sounds crazy. There's only 500 people with the Apex Predator rating. It feels like everybody's in Pred, right? But even with Pred itself, right? Like, you could play these. It's almost a genre of game, right? Like the hero shooter and battle royale taking precedence over, I'd almost say straight, just like, I'd say more arcadey games. More arcadey games. This almost ties into the, you know, the whole esports and the number that's done on the gaming community. And now everything now has to almost be an esport. Which has its pros, right? Like, I do sim racing esports at a very, you know, I call it a high level. I say the NRL is a pretty high level in terms of casuals that aren't doing this for a living, right? These are like the best folks that you can get a hand of. It used to be easy to get there when it first launched. Just had to be good aim and know people how to play. I just couldn't climb because I only played with friends who were hard stuck plat. Which game? Apex or Marvel Rivals. I guess both of them are almost the same issue. Oh wait, this is last lap. I can win this? Apex. Okay, yeah, Apex. Yeah. It was very easy to climb. And I feel like even throughout the history, I've had a weird history of Apex, but once the kind of gun skill thing figured out, I feel like there was a lot of rat to predator going on, right? To where games don't necessarily force you to be good at them anymore. They more so just force you to play for a long time. This is I see why people write scripts. I started writing scripts a little bit, but even trying to articulate an idea like this, I feel like I have to write it out. So y'all are seeing definitely the ground floor thoughts and level to all of this as I just go round and around the track. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna change the stream now. So this stream has been going on for 30 minutes here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change. What do I need to change? I know you said AV1 was confirmed. Let me just test the software one again just to see. I'm gonna keep the bit rate at 5500. But let's just do 30 minutes on the software run. Well, it's how fast you can understand the game and how people play the game. That's why people have the saying he's playing chess while he's playing checkers. That's a good point. That speed to understanding the game is a really big. I don't think I understood Apex until like last year, honestly, and I played since college. So what I was going QVS. Let me change that real quick. Do I even have a QVS? Oh, both of them were QVS. So I had a QVS AV1 and a QVS H.264. So I'm gonna just try the other QVS H.264. We'll try that one instead of software. But yeah, I just started recently playing chess on Apex, which is kind of sad to say. having played it for so long, right? And it's like, even you saying that, I feel like those older games I mentioned, right? Like the OG Call of Duty, even Halo to a certain extent, you were not needing to necessarily play chess. I feel like it was more so that mechanical skill being locked in. What am I trying to find? I'm trying to find a one make professional level. Is it only because of the number of laps that I'm not getting full CR for this? I'm not getting full difficulty. Like, how's the highest difficulty on Sophie AI not, you know, non-bars of difficulty? Yeah, I'm not doing 96 laps. Y'all are smoking on that parquet pack tonight. Let's do another 5-lapper. I don't really need the DR like that. Okay, yeah, so this one switched to just the H.265. The 60 frames per second is still going, though. I hope that still is, you know, not causing any issues. But yeah, games needing to play chess. Y'all are about to get, this is about to be random rambling, because what that made me think of is this conversation I was actually having with Miss Parquet yesterday. It's about scary movies and how they're not as scary anymore. Horror films, right? And what we landed on was we take color theory out of horror movies. I feel like a lot of horror movies, you have to think a whole lot. You have to think a whole lot. You have to be able to read the subtext of what's going on. Directors are always like, oh yeah, like, you know, it's, the movie's what you make it. It should be, you know, each person should get to take what they want. And I love movies like that, right? Like, so I'm not trying to knock those types of movies. But, and then, you know what? I'm going to name names. Ari Aster. I'm talking to you. Some of this stuff don't really be scary. It just be like weird and boring. I said it. Like, I think Hereditary, that was kind of the perfect mix of weird and scary. And the subtext was there, but that's me. My wife said that was a thinker. And I don't think she's wrong. Hereditary is a thinker. It's definitely a thinker. The Babadook was pretty scary. I'm not gonna put the Babadook in. The Babadook was pretty scary. I like the level the Babadook had. Oh, the Babadook, was that not, the Babadook wasn't scary to you? You was able to just still face the Babadook? No, man, the Babadook got to me. Another one I liked that wasn't necessarily scary, was kind of a thriller, was Black Phone. I liked Black Phone. Midsummer is another one that is kind of a thinker. I liked Midsummer. I did like Midsommar, I think that's what it is. I did like that. But I feel like it's more so a lot of shock value. A lot of shock value is there with that. The movie that made us think about this, Ari Aster really just caught a stray from me for no reason. But what is it? It's the series that's actually the big ones. So I think like there's like the 6th Conjuring is coming out. It's like called Conjuring something. There's a new Conjuring come out, which is like, I don't know if that many Conjurings. How much what are we conjuring at this point? I don't even know if we're still conjuring now. It's a franchise at this point, which kind of disappoints me. One series of movies I really did like, T West's X series, X, Pearl and Triple X. I love those. I had no notes. The Hollow Man. I don't think I saw the Hollow Man yet. I heard good things about that one. But I haven't seen that. I'm adding that to the list, though. The day's coming where this turns into a movie review channel, so y'all just be on the lookout for that. Ooh, get out my way. The Hollow Man, that one was good. Okay. Let's see, what else is there out there? We can just make decisions on all of these. I'm gonna just name movies that come up. I just named X. I think Pearl, the second movie in the X trilogy. Pearl, that is one of the greatest ending scenes in cinema today. I think that oh, what's her name? Her name's escaping me. But the main character, Pearl, I put that performance in Pearl up there with Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 1 and 2 is a debate which one's better. I'm going Rush Hour 2 is purely a nostalgia call for me. I can see you going either way with that. Rush Hour 3 doesn't count. But Chris Tucker, if you go back and look at those Rush Hour movies, they're carried by Chris Tucker. Debate me in the comments for that. The Bye Bye Man. I saw The Bye Bye Man, but I don't feel like I remember anything of it. And due to that, I'm going to reserve my judgment until I rewatch it again. I'm not going to be unfair or immature. I'm not going to cast judgment on it if I don't remember it. But I do remember, I feel like catching that on Netflix. One I did see recently was what was that movie called? Long Legs. That one, and that's where, and see, it's like, now I'm saying that, it's like, is that really a horror movie? I feel like a lot of these movies are being, you know, marketed as horror movies, but they're not really horror movies. Which also makes things confusing, because it's like you're going into the theater, or you're turning on Netflix and putting on a movie, and you're expecting one thing, but the experience is a complete other thing. The wife and I love watching dog water horror movies and make a game to see which we can find a gem in the rough. Yes, our favorite thing to do. So you know who has great, they're not necessarily horror movies, but they're dog water movies? Amazon. Amazon Prime streaming, like the Amazon streaming platform, I am 100% convinced that I could write a movie and get it on the Amazon platform, because they have some straight trash can booty juice dog water with the backwash in it movies on there. They have people's like college projects on there, I'm sure. There's this one movie called like, hold up, I gotta pause it and see this. Wait, hold up. I gotta pause this and see what this movie was called. It was called like it wasn't Godzilla. And then, you know what? I'm gonna actually pull up my screen. Oh, they're not gonna have it. Oh man. I have to find out what it is. I can't look right now live. But it was some horrible movie. It was like a Godzilla Dracula mix. It was terrible, but it was the most fun I've had watching a movie at home in a minute. Upload by Greg Daniels. I've heard of that. I haven't watched it yet, but you gave me something to add to the list. I feel like that one was similar to what's the joint that was made by Ralph Bob Waxberg, the dude that did BoJack? He did something on Amazon that was that similar, like cell shading style. But I'm gonna be adding that to the list. He did The Office. Greg Daniels did The Office, yes. My wife did tell me words. She tried to watch The Paper, the Office spinoff. She said it was trash can juice. Episode 1. So I haven't watched it myself yet, but that definitely did not make me feel too good about it. It's hard catching that nostalgia, right? And that's something that's actually happening a lot these days in media. I do feel like a lot of we as a people, at least in America, because I'm not too tapped into international content and cinema and stuff, but definitely in America, I feel like we're losing creativity. Everything's kind of a nostalgia bomb now. Everything's a remake or a rerun. I'm going to watch The Paper next. It's not a spinoff. It's by the Office crew. So don't think of it like that. See, on our commercials, like when we were watching the game last night, they were calling it an Office spinoff. They were saying it's a spinoff of The Office by the same folks, but like that's how they're pushing it to us. A spinoff has some shade to it, in your honest opinion. I didn't think of it like that. Okay. No, yeah, I thought spinoff was just like a technical term for, it's the same bones there, but not the same body. Not the same bodies, but from the same brain. But spinoff got some shade to it. No, yeah, this is the no shade zone. I mean, I say the no shade zone. Ari Aster was probably think differently of that. Ari Aster definitely thinks if he ever hears this, that I just gave him some smoke, sadly. How's the stream been looking, by the way? That was another 15 minutes on the opposite setting. So hopefully that went well. And you know what I'm gonna actually try? I'm gonna loop in I'm gonna add Twitch output. I'm gonna add Twitch output back to the multi-stream to see if I can get it popping off that way. And let's see if we can expand this conversation. I only got 10 more minutes because I need to go get a haircut today. I need to get a cut. Y'all want to hear a funny story about like haircuts and culture? I went to high school in Alabama, and I had a big afro. And we used to always have this joke. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I love everybody. We used to always have this joke where like I shouldn't say this. There is a certain demographic of people that could not tell when another demographic of people got a haircut. So I was able to test this out. Oh, Flawed is on Uno right now? Oh, man, I'm missing it. But they couldn't tell when we got a haircut, right? So I cut my afro off. And it was my high school basketball coach. I cut my afro off. 2 weeks later, random day before practice, he asked me if I got a haircut. So it was confirmed. I had cut off a good, 4 to 7 inches of beautiful afro. And he didn't know the first day it dropped. I snuck it by him. That's just a random question. I don't know. I think I'm just trying to burn some time in between trying to find my Twitch stream key. I have to go to the Twitch creator dashboard. Copy. Paste. Create the output. Okay. All right. Now we're going live on Twitch. Hopefully I'm not too hot for TV here. All right, Drax, let me catch up to you here. If I think of it as the same people, and you look at it like The Office as a mockumentary of a paper sales company, this is like the same, but for news articles, right? I believe so. Yeah, it's the same. They just make the news articles, so we're more so looking at the people. It's kind of an interesting perspective, right? Instead of looking at the people that sell the paper, we're looking at the people that put the content on the paper. So that's pretty cool way to looking at it. Nothing's changed visually here. Perfect. How's the stats? Stats still looking good. I still have those skipped frames due to encoding lag. They seem to have gone up a bit. I think that may be due to the Twitch chat just getting kicked off though. So it may be, you know, I'm pushing the bandwidth of this Wi-Fi for all it's worth. And then do I have will and pedals? I do have will and pedals, but they are packed up right now. They are packed up, still in my closet. I went to remove a couple of months ago, and I haven't brought them back out yet. I just have not pulled them back out yet. So, that's what's really been the genesis of the whole controller journey I'm on. I do want to pull the will and pedals back out. I'm not gonna lie. I do miss it. I do definitely miss it a lot. But now it's just not the time. Okay, so I'm trying to stream to Twitch, but it doesn't look like it's working. And I don't think it's worth the trouble right now, especially with 7 minutes. We'll set that up later. That'll be another day. That'll be for another day. How can I leave it in the closet? Wild. I just upgraded from the G920 to a Moza R3. Have you been liking the Moza? And it's been in the closet because I got a lot going on in terms of what I'm trying to set up my office space up, right? Like with me starting to play more games, like the rig, basically I feel like I would need I need to build the PC or I would need another PlayStation because the way it's set up, like I only have 2 desks, and one desk I have like specifically for work, and the other desk is like my personal desk where I do all my streaming and I have like my microphone and stuff set up. But this desk over here, if I put the rig over here, then I can't use it for any of the other things. I can't use it as like a workstation as well, which I also use it to work on all of my little side projects and organizations I work with and stuff like that. I currently don't think I need more power than this. 3.9 Newton meters will, to be honest. This G29 is about 2.8. Yeah, it's like driving drunk on the G920. Driving like a milkaholic. All right, let me get one more race in before I get this. Before I get to this haircutting. Let's do a random one. Basically, I'm definitely feeling a lot of craziness gonna be popping off here this afternoon. Felt that needed a transforming desk. Facts. Big facts. I need my desk to be able to fold up and fold down to my whims. But as I continue to build a room, I'll definitely have plans to, you know, get back on the will and pedals. I just gotta... I'm at the point now where, like, I used to be able to just throw a whole bunch of stuff together and just kind of make it work, but now I actually have to, like, plan out what I want to do in terms of, like, space setup and stuff like that. The feng shui, if you will. What a move by the BMW, but I'm not going for it lightly. The Ford GT was just sitting there and just had to watch as it happened. And Sophie AI, welcome to being clipped on YouTube. If I find this one I save, I saw a dude make, I'll drop it in the Discord. Yes, please do. I need all the inspiration I can get. hopefully everything is still looking smooth on the stream side of things. I don't know how far behind. Because up here it looks like it's very far behind. Oh wait, no, it's not live. That's why. Okay, it's live. It's more live than I thought. Okay, y'all are closer than I thought. That makes me feel good. This Audi is just it's a pocket rocket, if I do say so myself. The top speed isn't as great, which is interesting around Monza and something that's all about top speed. But I feel like I almost never get oversteer in this car if I hit the braking right. It's very hard to oversteer this machine. Being on controller could play a part in that as well. I feel like being a controller is also hard to kind of be oversteering. Do I hit you? Yup. Where's the braking zone right there? I thought it was after the 150, but it may be before the 150. See if I can make a move on the Aston Martin here. The Aston Martin, excuse me. Not Ash, like Ashy. Moses maneuver right up the inside. I'm the bravest on the brakes. I take the apex and that's me up into P8. This Suzuki don't stand a chance. It don't have the aerodynamics needed. And I'm gonna push on by it like it stood still. Go. Let me. Oh, the Suzuki getting a little bit spicy. But I hit you from the switchback from Kalamazoo, and there ain't nothing you can do, Mustang. Shout out to the German machinery. You can't touch me. And now I got my eyes on this Mazda. A very boaty car. And it looks like the Corvettes, the cap on this bottle, P1 and P2 are running away with it. Yeah, be surprised. Oh! Grrr! This is where the NRL incident happened. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. It's PTSD every time I come through this first chicane. Found it, dropped it in the Discord, bet that. The apex. That's P3. I'm not paying attention. And now I'm back into P4. I'm definitely going to squeeze out the Mazda here. Stream is chippy now. What happened? It could be the me changing that encoder setting from AV away from the AV1. So I actually think I'm gonna go back to AV1. Because now after getting a little bit of more of a sample size, I looked away for 2 seconds. I'm also getting a weird little delay in my headphones. I pointed to my headphones like y'all can see me right now. Between my headphones and the game. GT7 does that to me sometimes. It's like, see, I'm on 3rd gear right now. Y'all can just hear I'm just hearing the gears change now. Everything gets off sync sometimes. But yeah, I'm back on the hardware. I think, like you said, that AB1 should be the, hopefully add for a more stable experience. Almost have to not even pay attention to the sound now. I'm just using the haptics on the controller. I've already caught 3 seconds up to the leaders. I'm not slowing down enough there through, I think that's Lesmo too. I have to hit way more brakes there. I'm losing a good amount of time. I only have one more lap to kind of save the world here. Let's see what I can put together. See, my problem is I let go of the trigger of the brake all the way. It's hard for me to stay on like that 50%. And it's also hard to calibrate your 2 fingers to work in concert with each other. Time will tell, of course. Maybe I need to do a little series where I go through all the menu books. I think people love those on Gran Turismo, right? Let's use the absolute every inch of the track we can. Let's see if we can get in slipstream range here. Somehow I already picked up 2 seconds. Is the stream just frozen? Here, let me stop recording. Maybe the recording is what's happening. Oh, my stats. I have so many skipped frames due to encoding lag. Now it's red. %. Lowering the output resolution or the frame rate. Okay, so maybe it's my frame rate. Maybe that 60 just isn't maybe 60 just isn't doable for a long period of time. I'm just gonna take the... Oh, it reset me. Wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to 30 frames. Because anything, I don't think 60 is doable for me over an extended period of time. Recording and streaming at the same time. I was recording a video and streaming at the same time. That could have had something to do with it as well. I'm not gonna lie. I did stop the recording. I bet you if I were to touch my laptop right now, things would be hot, hot, hot. Alright, if I was locked in, I could have got P1 here. fully believe it. But while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this link in the chat for those of you that want to see some more of me this evening. I'm going to be hosting a sim racing tournament over on GT Champions. That was asking a lot of that poor CPU. I'm trying to get my money's worth out of it. All right, let's see how much money is worth. See how much money is worth I can get out of it. Yeah, that encoding lags number just shot through the roof. I think trying to add that Twitch output, I'm gonna remove it because every time I have that, it completely just starts throwing up all over itself. But yeah, that link right there, if y'all want to go check out me on GT Champions, and I'll be over here. Hopefully I won't have so many of these hardware issues going on like I did today. Well, if that, Drax, I appreciate it, brother. Anybody else out there lurking, appreciate